Welcome to Lynn Cullen Live. Talk radio without the static. Email your questions and comments to lynncullenshow@gmail.com. And now your host, Lynn Cullen.
Hey, yep. I'm hoping so. How you doing? Welcome to the program. It's Halloween Eve. It's the penultimate day of October of 2025. And it's a Thursday. Nevertheless, my sister Susan is going to be joining us on a Thursday because she got screwed on Tuesday. Hi, Suze.
I hope this works because I didn't hear the intro music.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding?
Well, I don't always, but no, I didn't. We'll see.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, I guess I need to know from... I hate asking the audience to constantly inform me whether or not I'm on or you're on, but anybody hearing Susan? Susan!
Me.
It worked. Yes? You're getting a yes? I'm not seeing anything. So, whatever. Yes, it's working. Thank you, Laura. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
Good,
Thank you.
good,
Thank you.
good,
Thank you.
good,
Thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Okay, so.
I have a new sense of purpose. Okay.
Yeah. Brother. Okay. So, yeah. I'm not in as lighthearted a mood as I was on Tuesday, which will no doubt change the...
Well, if you finished reading the brush catalog, that's a depressing time.
No, well, listen, I have to tell you, I have, I know what I'm getting some people for like Christmas and Hanukkah because I mentioned that brush catalog to people and they've said, oh my God, I know somebody, I kid you not, who wants one of the ones I thought was so absurd, a straw brush, a brush for a drinking straw.
Oh, no, that makes sense, especially if you have children. Or if you walk around with a water bottle.
That's it. Well, that's it. So that's what I wasn't thinking. I was thinking of just, old-fashioned straws. But yeah. So anyway, there's that. So the Blue Jays are one game away from...
I know, isn't that wonderful?
It is. I can't believe they're going to finish it off before it comes down to the seventh game.
Well, I thought when they came back after that 18 innings win, that's just a game changer.
Yeah, that's a sign of a winner. They're just not going to be denied. Oh God,
that's a team where the whole team has its head set on the same goal, and the Dodgers are wonderful, but they're a one-man wonder with assorted other people, but it's not a team mentality in the same way.
Well, maybe I don't know that having someone as a superlative as Ohtani maybe does make it more difficult to create a sense of team, but I don't know. I feel for all. I mean, I always empathize with the people losing because that's where my head goes. But
listen, this will go down as one of the best World Series
ever. Yeah, it will.
Especially for people that don't care about either of the teams. I mean, it's just a good World Series.
Fantastic World Series. Because I don't give a damn. I just really, I really.
I don't either.
I know, but I do want the Blue Jays to win. Just because...
Well, I've been rooting for Canada all along.
Right, because I'm rooting for Canada. Okay, who wouldn't? Jeez. So, okay.
Oh, and another interesting nugget of information, do you know that 56% of the people are against the raising of the East Wing, which leads me to wonder, what are the other 44%?
Well, I think those are people who, they just
don't question anything. Yeah.
Well, they think it's a building. Who cares? I don't know.
I mean, I just want to drop a boulder on Mar-a-Lago. He broke my house. I want to go break his.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Let's not talk about him yet. I gotta
Okay.
I
No,
gotta
I
I gotta
was
work
saying-
I gotta
I
work
was-
work myself up to it.
I was trying to cheer myself. I was preparing today a little bit. We haven't done this for a while, and I was trying to read the newspaper. That's impossible. For so many reasons now, it's just impossible. But I did happen on an obit, and then that obit made me so miserable that I couldn't.
Yeah.
It's
Aw.
it's a Greta Garbo's daughter died.
No. Greta Garbo's daughter? No.
I mean Marlene
My
Dietrich's
dicks.
daughter.
Yeah.
Marlene Dietrich's daughter died.
Yeah, exactly. She did.
And her obit covers her horrifying life with her mother.
Her name was
Jeez.
Riva. So Marlene
Riva.
Marlene Dietrich, man, she screwed around a lot with anything and everything, and but begot only one child, and it's this woman who also was an actress and also a very beautiful woman, and she lived 100 years. She died at the age of 100. Yeah.
She did.
I thought
She did.
one of the funniest things in the obit, because I read it as well, was Dietrich's daughter had a son in 1948, making Marlene Dietrich a grandmother. And she didn't like that because it complicated, she said, her life, because it made her seem old when she was still out there trying to be this, this beautiful beauty. And grandmothers aren't supposed to be beautiful beauties. So her daughter wrote in her memoir that as soon as Dietrich became a grandmother, she compensated by plunging into more affairs. And here are just some of the men that, as a grandmother, she had sex.
Her reaction to being a grandmother was that she betted. Go ahead.
She betted. I mean, it's an impressive list. Yul Brynner, Edward R. Murrow, Frank Sinatra, and of course, President John F. That stands for fuck 'em all, Kennedy. Right?
Yeah, I was going to say the list of who he didn't is shorter.
I know. Unbelievable. Gee.
Well, see, I mean, you hook on that point, and the 2 points that got me were also mothering things, but one, berating her small child for ruining her breasts because she suckled too hard.
Right.
And two, arranging for her to be
sexually molested
raped by the nanny.
by a woman because she was becoming interested in men, and her mother wanted her to.
She wanted her turned off of everything so she'd be her slave.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what your childhood was like. I'm not talking to you, Susan. I'm talking to everybody else. But man, some people got like really rough things.
Really rough. And she lived to be 100, and she clearly lived, an okay. It's amazing what the human spirit can overcome. But boy,
yeah.
In case you thought that Marlene Dietrich looked distant and cold,
she
you were
was.
right.
Yeah, she was. And yeah, indeed. Oh, yeah. So that was the obit I noted as well, and I also, this is from not today's news, but I happened to see this somewhere, and this is another indication that the world is a madhouse. I mean, and it has nothing to do with politics, okay? But we inhabit a madhouse. There is a restaurant in Copenhagen that's called The Alchemist. And it is ranked, I don't know by who, the 5th best restaurant in the world. Just saying. If you
I believe that's by whom?
Oh, yes. By whom? The 5th best restaurant in the world. And I just want to share one little thing with you that I read next. The restaurant, ranked the 5th best in the world, serves pigeon aged in beeswax and lamb's brains, piped into bleached lamb skulls and garnished with roasted mealworms.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I didn't want to go there.
What the?
It's
How the?
It's
What?
like the French Laundry, where I just get stopped by the price list and go, "Nah, I'm not paying $1,000 for lunch. For lunch with wine pairings when I'm going to go into the bathroom in 5 minutes. I'm just not."
What the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, excuse me. Lamb's brains
They
piped
got a menu
into
where
lamb
if you
skulls.
read it, you won't eat anything.
I beyond belief. And actually, that was just an introduction to, I think this was in the science section, an introduction into a new way to ferment or make, a new way to, ferment milk to create yogurt cultures. And this restaurant is toying with this, and what they do is they use ants, specific kind of ant, a redwood ant. They put the 4 of them, I don't know how they arrived at that, 4 red ants into a container of warm milk. They seal the container. They put it back, bury it in the ant hill, and leave it there overnight. The next day, they remove it and the insects, and it's partly coagulated. They taste it, and they pronounce this. Ah, it has a slightly tangy taste with mild herbaceous and pronounced flavors of grass-fed fat. I'll leave it.
Okay. You and I each call bullshit. But it's ant yogurt. It's not bullshit. It's ant yogurt.
Ant yogurt.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's just beyond belief. The world is insane. So there was that I had wanted to share. I'm still trying to stay away from.
Okay. So, and I was also reading about the disastrous book tour of Biden's.
Press secretary. Secretary. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't know. She's trying to keep.
I feel sorry for her. We are living in a world where there is one allowed narrative per side. And if you deviate in any way through personal experience or natural opinion arrived at normally, you are just out. You are out. You are out. I am so tired of this one allowable narrative.
Well, yes, I agree with that, but I don't. That was not my reaction to her.
Well, I know she's difficult. Although
she's an opportunist. I mean, I'm sorry. Here's what I'm sick of. I'm sick of people cashing in by writing books as soon as they get out of some kind of public service, and they write a tell-all, and then also that she dramatically ceased to be a Democrat and becomes an independent. And she's on the take, which is the American way. And I mean, you can't fault her any more than you can fault the whole freaking culture. But no, it's all just a sideshow in a bigger show, and I don't give a shit. That's all I'm saying. Hey, Rust Belt, all right. Well, we'll get you a ticket to Copenhagen. He says, I know, I'd love me some ant yogurt with some pigeon and lamb's brains. I think it's a lamb skull. I think the lamb only gets to be a skull.
It's in a bleached lamb skull so that you know it's clean and dietarily correct.
Oh, God. Fuck. Okay, I got one more thing about how the world has gone mad today. Cole Porter lyric. There's a Cole Porter lyric for anything. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and day's night today, and most guys today that women prize today are just silly gigolos.
Gigolos, yeah.
So though I'm not a gay romancer, I know that you're bound to answer when I propose. Anything goes. Okay, don't ask me. You know why all those lyrics are in my head? Because Susan can attest to this. I used to play the piano, and my dad, our dad, with his wonderful voice, would sit there and sing. He wanted to sing all these show tunes. And
yes, my favorite of it was the one that he liked to sing a lot was, if ever I would believe you.
Are you saying he put an H in front of everything?
It wouldn't be it. Yes, he did.
I didn't.
He always exhaled. His singing technique, his voice was beautiful, but his singing technique was awry.
I see. Hey, we got a caller. Who knew? Let's see if this works. Okay?
Okay, go.
Okay, caller, here goes nothing. Hello?
Isn't this a lovely
Hey.
Isn't this a lovely day to be caught in the rain? You were going on your way, now you have to remain.
I don't know that.
That one?
I don't know that one. That's not Cole Porter, is it? That's what?
It's Cole Porter. I had it here somewhere. I forgot. Wait a minute. You got me off track.
I'm sorry. This is Rich from the North Hills, who's not supposed to be talking, which is why we haven't heard him in months. Yeah. Because his vocal cords have gone on strike. So, okay, go ahead, Rich. And then don't talk.
All right, I got a ton of stuff here. You tell me when to hit the door, all right?
Oh, you mean, okay, you mean, all right, okay, go.
All right. Today, talking about great food, today is National Candy Corn Day.
I like candy corn.
There is no other candy that generates such fierce dislike. It is amazing that you are either against it or for candy corn.
Okay.
Candy corn is candy maker goes back to George Redinger, is credited with his invention, and he worked for the Wonderly Candy Company in the 1880s. And candy corn was marketed to the public under the name of chicken feed. And early ads for it featured a rooster and the tagline of "something worth crowing for."
But chicken feed, that's not a good. No, that's not a. Yeah.
Well, candy corn became an institution of Halloween really in the 1950s. It says.
Okay.
And as an aside, yesterday was National Hermit Day.
Huh.
But I doubt they knew it because they're hermits. And the whole,
no one celebrated, right?
Yeah, the whole point of being a hermit is to get away from stupid stuff like National Candy
That's
Corn
right.
Day,
That's right. Who creates these absurd days? I mean, when the last Steeler game, they said it was National Tight End Day or something. I thought, fuck, what?
I saw that.
Yeah.
Well, here's something more important: the world of astrology.
Yeah. Yes.
Karma going on here today.
Yes.
3 months ago was Susan's birthday.
Yeah.
July 31st, correct?
Correct.
And I was going to do some bits for her birthday in honor of her birthday, and I never got the chance because I got sick. So I think karma has intervened and put us together, so now I can do them. So Susan, if you will pretend that this is 3 months ago, I have something for you and something about you.
Oh, dear.
Are you ready?
I guess.
I went into the astrology fact-finding stuff and found that this is some of the traits on people born on July 31st. Now, Lynn, you know Susan better than anybody.
Yep.
Tell us whether it's
All right.
what we got here, okay?
All right. Okay.
They are natural trendsetters.
I don't know.
I think that's true. You were into boxing, way before everybody
Oh,
else thought
that's
that was
right.
kind of
All right. Okay.
yeah. All right. They have the ability to sway others to their way of thinking.
Yeah.
They are creative.
Yeah. She's a bull.
Friendly.
That's what a bullshitter is. They're creative.
All right. Friendly.
Yeah.
Full of great ideas.
Well, yeah, that's like creative.
They never play it safe.
I don't know about. Okay. All right.
They put themselves out on the limb at every occasion in order to prove their worthiness of their positions.
Not so much.
All right. Well, astrology can only tell us so much. So I have some questions if you're willing to tackle them, Susan.
All right.
Willing to brave enough. All right. Lynn, you get second crack at them if you want to chime in.
Okay.
All right. First question. Did you ever go to a casino and gamble?
Yes.
Lynn, do you ever gamble?
I never gamble. The last time, as a matter of fact, Susan and I were noting that the last time I was ever in a casino with her was in, believe it or not, Monte Carlo, where we walked in, and I don't know, did we do anything in there? I walked in and walked out. I have no recollection of it. I'm against it. I'm against it.
I did win a lot of money in just in a one-arm bandit in Monte Carlo, but I don't think it was with you.
Okay.
But it might have been. I won enough to take us all out to dinner afterwards.
Jeez.
I do that every once in a while.
Okay.
All right. Next question. Ready?
Yeah.
Did you ever go to a drive-in movie theater?
Yes.
Sure.
Because I'm old.
Yeah.
How many were in Green Bay?
I don't know. One?
One or two. I don't but I remember going more than once. And I remember going even when I was in college in St. Louis. There was a great one in St. Louis. It was fun.
You remember the clunky old silver speaker box?
Yeah.
That you had to put on your window?
Yeah.
I mean, some of the younger folks might not realize we actually had to use manual power to move a window up and down. We didn't press a button.
No, and they didn't have air conditioning or seatbelts.
Right. You had that big clunky thing. And eventually they changed it so when the movie started, they would tell you to turn your radio to a certain frequency so you could use
get the audio. Right.
To hear the movie.
Right.
But then you'd have to keep your car running the whole time.
Yeah. Well, my father would always say, I'm not putting on a heater. I'm not wasting gas. We brought blankets for you kids. And next question. Oh, this was a good one. Have you ever dyed your hair blonde or worn a blonde wig just to see what you would look like?
Nope.
No.
Not even for curiosity.
Nope.
No.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Can you whistle?
Yes.
I mean a strong, hard, 2 fingers in the mouth whistle.
No.
That's piercing,
No, I cannot do that, but I can purse my lips and whistle.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
prove it.
Well, I can't do it.
That's right. That's it.
It's not coming out good.
No, it's pretty pathetic. Okay. No. Sounds like me. No, we're not good whistlers.
Our father was a really good whistler.
Yes, he could whistle.
He was one of those. He was one of those people that can sort of, do trills and really whistle beautifully.
All right, next question. Who taught you to drive?
Several boyfriends.
Who was the best driver in your family?
We're all pretty good.
Hmm?
We can tell you who the worst driver in the family was.
I
Yeah.
already know that.
No, it's our aforementioned father.
Father. But the rest of us are all actually good drivers. I think we're tied. My brother's a little out there.
All right, next question. When you eat fruit, do you like it at room temperature or cold?
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Okay.
Oh, no, it's got to be cold. Got to be cold.
No, it hurts my teeth.
Okay. How many more of
Well, you
these? How many more?
Well, like I said, you tell me when to hit the door.
I'm
I
getting
got a-
there.
I got
I'm
I got a
getting
whole
there.
bunch. All right, I'll pick up a few more.
Okay.
Favorite candy bar as a kid?
Oh, I think Butterfingers.
We had Clark bars in Pittsburgh, but now they're gone.
Oh, I love Clark bars, and I didn't know they were made here.
they were
Yeah,
fantastic.
they were wonderful.
Yeah, they were made here.
Yeah.
Can't get them anymore. They're
Nope.
long gone. All right, a couple more. Oh, here's one. Did you ever go skinny dipping?
No, of course.
Sure.
We have a swimming pool, so I would, in summer nights, I would come home from a date and come in the front door and wait for the car to leave and go out the back door and hit the pool. And then I'd go to bed. Yeah.
All right. What TV show, present or past, are you a little embarrassed to admit you watched and enjoyed it?
What she does? She watches stuff that she should be embarrassed about right now.
Yeah, what should I pick?
I don't know. She watches absolute shit. I mean, come on. And the TV is
you
all.
know I watch Dancing with the Stars. I'll stick with that.
Jesus.
Mine, I must admit, is Gilligan's Island, and because it's so stupid, I love Thurston Howard III, Jim Backus. I just thought he was tremendous.
Oh my
All right. As a teen, did you ever earn money babysitting?
No.
Did you ever watch a James Bond movie in its entirety?
Yes.
Of course.
Wow, that one really surprised. That one
Well,
surprised.
I was a teen, and
Yeah.
going when James Bond was James Bond, and those were
All right,
great
all right.
movies.
All right, you got two more. And then I'm
One more. All right.
taking my show back.
Do you like the remember the days when I used to hijack it back in radio days?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. All right. Do you like to dance?
Oh, of course.
Mm. Okay. Household chore you dislike doing the most?
Any of it.
There you go.
Last one.
Oh, okay.
Last one. Like or dislike clowns?
Oh, I do not like clowns.
I don't think many people do.
It's weird. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna end with a song lyric. I haven't done one in a long, long time.
All right, go for it.
And this is for throwbacks, for almost any time of throwbacks. Once upon a time, a girl with moonlight in her eyes put her hand in mine and said she loved me so. But that was once upon a time, many years ago. Once upon a time.
Oh, he's not done.
Once upon a time, we sat beneath a willow tree, counting all the stars and waiting for the dawn. But that was once upon a time. Now the tree is gone. How the wind rustled through her hair. How we always laughed as if tomorrow wasn't there. We were young and didn't have a care. Where did it go? Once upon a time, the world was sweeter than we knew. Everything was ours. How happy we were then. But somehow, once upon a time, never comes again.
That is so fucking depressing. It's unbelievable. And I mean, I thought the last line was going to be, and now, of course, we're dead. We're dead. Jesus.
You should know me by now that I'm always going to throw a left-hand curveball
God
at you.
damn. Okay, who wrote that?
Well, I'm very happy that my delayed birthday celebration ended in a death poem. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, really.
That's a song. That's the lyrics from the song called "Once Upon a Time." Sinatra sang it. It was a big hit.
Jesus.
So,
All right.
Once
Hey,
Upon a
Rich.
Time.
Rich, you
You
get
Save that voice.
Rich, get
the only
off
song
and
so
stop
sad-
talking. Your voice.
All
We can hear it. It's you're stressing it. Shut up.
Yes, mother.
All right.
Yes,
I mean it.
mother.
I say that with great affection. Shut
All
up.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Rich. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
All right.
Bye.
Nice of you to call. Bye. Bye. Oh my God. Okay. Well, happy birthday, Susan.
Thank you. It happened a bit ago.
I know. So I do have one other thing that I was going to talk to you about that I was so appalled when I saw this. You know I can never get over what women are willing to do to their bodies for what? I don't know. To be in fashion or
I don't understand it. I don't.
No, I
understand
know you
what
don't
they're
either.
trying to-
Okay, so have you seen the latest?
No.
Well, you've seen some indication of it. One indication was, of course, Kim Kardashian showing up recently at some event. You must have seen the pictures with her face in a shrouded. Her face was covered in material so you couldn't see it. And that was not the most outrageous thing. The outrageous thing was her waist, which looked to be frighteningly small. And you could actually see her rib cage, the bottom of her rib cage was clearly visible, and the dress tucked under it, and then it was grotesque. Anyway, so this again, I think, I don't know where I saw this, was that women are going in for surgery.
To waist. Oh God, they have ribs removed and
Yes,
waist and
yes. To take out.
Because the shroud over the head thing is something that. Ye, is he still Ye? Is he Kanye? Is
I
he
don't know
Mr.
who the
West?
fuck he is.
Whoever he is, he's been putting bags over his women's heads for years.
Yeah. Rib removal. It's called the Barbie waist. And
Which is not real.
yeah. And as one doctor quoted in the article I saw called it mutilating surgery. And the guy who called it mutilating surgery then went to yes, he tried to perfect it so he didn't consider it mutilating anymore. And so he now just, instead of cutting off the floating ribs, the 11th and 12th ribs, he cuts into them, he drills into them, and bends them until one side snaps in what's called a green stick fracture. And then he puts the woman into a corset for 2 months until the ribs fuse together in a new position, resulting in a loss of as much as 4 inches in her waist. He doesn't consider that mutilating.
Speaking as someone who is as straight up and down as you can be, I have no waist and I have no hips. I'm just straight up and down there.
Yeah.
I that's how I'm built. That's how my legs are hung. That's how my body works. Why would I want to scoot? I mean, I'm sorry if it doesn't fit somebody's idea of the way a woman. It's the way I look.
Yeah.
I do not get risking one's life for something like this, and that's as simple as it gets. You are risking your life for nonsense that you might actually regret. I mean, I feel this way about people that cover their whole bodies in tattoos, and I point out Pete Davidson as to what happens next. Then you spend the next 15 years removing them all.
I don't understand any of it. I don't understand any of it. Anyone who would do surgery that is not necessary, I don't understand any of it. But we are, I mean, obviously a lot of people do. Are willing.
And there's so many good reasons for plastic surgeons. There's more than enough work for plastic surgeons to just help people that actually need help. I mean, but all of this...
Well, that's not where the money is. That's not where the money is. It ain't where the money is.
And I'll say it again. The fact that men are now diving into this nonsense when they were given a free pass all these years.
Yeah, but they're not anymore.
Willingly choosing it.
Yeah, but they're not anymore. And I watched as that happened in television. You know, the men could be bald and wrinkled and old, and the women had to be babes. And then all of a sudden, the men started getting better looking, too. Yeah. But they're not all, obviously.
They aren't all.
No. Hey, I want to point, speaking of media, I just want to point something out. One of the reasons we're fucked. Back when I...
Among many.
Among many. But one of the reasons, when I came here to Pittsburgh in the January of 81, there were a lot of companies that owned the TV stations. I happened to be brought to one that was owned by a pretty big corporation because Channel 4 here is owned by Hearst, as in William Randolph. And that was a bigger company. Not anymore. In fact, in 1983, there were 50 media companies that owned most of the means of information, news. Do you know how many there are today?
3.
Well, almost. 6.
Yeah.
6.
They're eating each other up as fast as they can.
And this is, the game of Monopoly. We see what happens, and I've never understood this. If the free market, which supposedly we have, ends in 1 or 2 or 3 people owning it all, which is that's what...
We used to have laws and regulations against monopolies. We no longer do. We used to have a Federal Communication Commission that kept conglomerates from assembling all of the information outlets such that the country's information was protected. We no longer have that.
They used to
country
prevent...
has been
they
carefully dismantled by Republicans for the last 50 years.
They used to have rules that if a company owned, let's say, a newspaper, they could not own a television station in the same market. Things like that. There was an understanding that you wanted people to have... So I got to tell you now...
You wanted a diversity of opinion and source.
The impact of the fact that the only people who own our means, how most people get information, are the richest people in the world. I mean, literally, the richest persons. Elon Musk owning Twitter, X, right? That's how a lot of people, he controls that means of information. And then you've got Bezos, one of the, what is he, number 3 or 4? I don't know, owning the Washington Post and other facilities. And then this Ellison son of a bitch who's buying up absolutely everything that's left.
And then, I mean, there's, little Murdoch.
Oh, right. I forgot about little Rupert Murdoch. He's one of the little ones now. Yeah. Yeah. And if you think, and those are all Trumpers, if you think that that is not part and parcel of how we got to where we are, there it is. The game of Monopoly. And it turns out we're nearing the end of the game. And the end game leaves children hungry.
They own it all.
Well, it leaves children hungry. And just a handful of obscenely wealthy, greedy sons of bitches owning it all and controlling our environment, our lives, and that there is not. And the thing is, you dump that. Well, I just want to say that alone, consolidation of media in the last few decades is a big part, huge part of why we are in this awful situation. And another thing is that the number of elites, the people with money and power, the corporate elites, the people heading institutions, people in government with power, who are willing to immediately acquiesce to the destruction of our democracy is just so demoralizing. It's unbelievable. So we can't be waiting for any of those big guys to save us. It's in our hands and our hands alone. It's the little people going to have to do it. And I'm wondering when we start general strikes. I'm wondering when.
Well, they've called for one.
You can call for one, but when are we going to close this fucking economy down? They're closing it down for their reasons.
Theoretically, November 28th through December 5th or something?
Well.
Or December 3rd? Those are the dates.
I haven't seen anything about it. So I don't know.
I saw it yesterday.
Unless people are willing to do it, I don't. The power we have is in our votes and in our pocketbooks. And even the billionaires rely on our pocketbooks. So every time you use Bezos's Amazon, you're feeding that son of a bitch. It just blows my mind. So a general strike has to be more than I'm not showing up to work. A general strike has to be.
No, they're saying
I'm not buying.
You only want to shop local. You can shop local as much as you want, but you can't. Anything corporate is out.
But you should be doing that now. I am telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Stop. Just stop. This convenience crap that they seduced us with. Just stop it.
Okay, yes. That stuff you can stop. It's not so easy for people with children where there are literally no outlets to buy the stuff that you need to buy. I mean, you're forced into using certain places because that's the only places you can get it.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about children's diapers and children's clothes. All the stuff that used to be spread across lots of stores are now found basically in big box stores.
Okay. Well.
Like lots of things are like that, like your sheets and towels. You can't go to stores anymore.
Okay, but there's certain stores that are not horrible places. Like I'll throw out Costco.
Costco is one of them.
Where it is that is not a bad corporation for many reasons.
And you can use that one. Yeah.
But to go to the others, to go to I know sometimes you have to have, but in as much as there's still, I don't know. And again, not enough people are willing to get on that bandwagon. And it has to be organized so that the impact is clear. But you don't want to organize something and then not have enough people show up to make it.
But let me tell you something else about using Amazon just as a technique. You can go and look for what you need on Amazon and then note where it's coming from, and then go
directly
to the website
exactly
of
right.
where it's coming from and go directly to them.
Exactly
it's
right.
Better for them. And you aren't paying Bezos in the meantime.
Yeah.
There are ways to use Amazon to your benefit without their benefit.
Yeah, use it to find out who's making the stuff,
where to buy it.
And then don't use Amazon as the middleman. Go direct, right, to their website. Right. In fact, I do that as well on occasion. I don't know. We gotta. Oh, what else? There's so much horror. Did you see those 2 federal prosecutors who put in a sentencing document for one of these fucking mob rioters from January 6th?
They're in trouble.
They lost their...
calling them rioters.
Right, they've been placed on leave. They're probably screwed up their careers, because they actually dared to call January 6th a riot and use the word mob. And they have been relieved of their responsibilities. And the sentencing document, this is a guy, by the way, who was found with guns and other things in his van near Barack Obama's home in Washington, D.C., I believe the day after that Donald Trump posted Barack Obama's home address on Truth Social. You can't make it up. Just saying. Oy.
Oh, and I'm also going to ask people to look around at their neighbors and make sure that the elderly and young people with children who might not have their benefits on the first have groceries. This would be a time to help our neighbors.
Yeah. They're going to be hungry people.
There's going to be a lot of hungry elderly and a lot of hungry kids.
It's unfucking believable. Where did I see? Who said? Oh, it was Mick Jagger again. I just saw some quote where he said, I've lived for 82 years and I have never seen people openly enjoying being cruel to others, openly enjoying the misery and suffering of others.
Yeah, it's bloodlust.
It's really unbelievable.
Put them in the arena and let them hack each other to death. These folks are going to be in there cheering.
Unbelievable. Okay. Well, what else I got here? I don't know. So when you were
11 minutes is what
I know. Well, when we were in Chicago, I got stuff. I just don't know where to go. when you were in Chicago, did you notice that you were just there for what, almost a week? Did you see anything different? Feel
did
anything?
I see anything?
Yeah.
At the intersection of Lakewood and School,
Okay.
which is 4 blocks due north of my house.
Mm-hmm.
The ICE was tear gassing and swarming a neighborhood just like mine.
For what reason?
As far as we can tell, they were after, I don't know, someone's, cleaning lady or somebody else's, construction worker. These are just homes. And there were people with their children out, screaming. I mean, it was just horrible. I was hearing sirens and people screaming and whistles, because that's what you hear in Chicago. Everybody has a whistle. And a lot of people are wearing yellow vests and whistles, my kids included, and they stand outside the schools to make sure that there is no activity as children are being dropped off and loaded back onto buses, because that's what they've been doing. So the parents just stand there, and all this is at. I'm very proud of my Chicago, I have to say.
Yeah.
I'm very, very proud, because the people have come out. They are not running in. They are coming out, and they are actively, appropriately resisting.
Yeah. Well,
but you hear whistles all day, and it's everywhere, and it's not in neighborhoods. I mean, these are not criminals. This is not, I live in a nice neighborhood in Chicago.
Yeah.
And they've been all over. They've been all over around me.
Well, because nice neighborhoods employ.
Yeah, because hipsters might have illegals working for them.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
What they do have is a lot of little children that are getting gassed.
Well, I know there was tear gas thrown with kids in Halloween costumes having a parade, stuff like that. This is it's beyond belief. It really is.
And the guy that was ordered to report to the judge,
Yeah.
Bailey, said, when she said, "Why are you, this violence is not in proportion to what these people have a legal right to do." And he said, "If they get in the way of one of my rubber bullets, tell them not to protest." And she says, "No, they have a right to protest."
Beyond belief. Okay. Yeah. So
they're lucky all we're doing is blowing whistles. That's all I have to say, because there is a lot of rage in Chicago.
Yeah, but see, they're wanting to create.
Well, and that's why I'm so proud of the way they're handling that.
Right.
It's just they are protecting their own. The most they're doing is blowing whistles and creating barricades with cards.
Yeah.
And following them, honking horns.
Yeah. Yep.
It is exciting in Chicago. You see a lot of cars driving around honking horns, and then other people join in.
Well, coming soon to any city in
any
America.
Democratic city.
Well, they almost all are. So we do know that that ICE and other of these federal agencies are openly looking for more space here in Pittsburgh and in Milwaukee and in Columbus, Ohio, and in Raleigh. They're going to have a much larger presence everywhere. While there's not enough money to feed American children, there is any amount of money necessary to allow these brown shirts, who increasingly are unqualified to do the job that they're doing. They're taking in, they're giving these bastards huge signing bonuses. They need more and more, and they're obviously attracting the worst of the worst. Absolute
thugs. Yeah.
Somebody said, where are the Proud Boys now? They're in ICE. They're all, they're getting paid big money by your tax dollars. That's what the Proud Boys are now. They're federal workers who are getting paid. Okay, here's something else I saw that was sort of unsettling. This is also out of Science. Astronomers have seen, and they got their eye on, a huge planet. Now, it's real far away. But it's doing things they've never seen before. And it's causing them some concern. It appears to be growing. Listen to this. It appears to be growing by about 7 billion tons a second. 7 billion tons a second. The fastest rate of growth of any planetary object we've ever known. It is already up to 10 times larger than Jupiter. And unlike most planets, it is not tethered in any way to a star. It's just roaming around free as a big, fat, growing by the second lark all through space. And it keeps feeding off gas and dust that surrounds it. It's currently slurping up matter roughly 8 times faster than it was just a few months ago. Here's a scientist quote. Every time we look, it's telling us we don't really know where the difference between stars and planets is. It's behaving more like a star, but it is a planet. And somebody else said, this is another quote from a scientist, there must be some chemical imprint, but we haven't found the Rosetta Stone of how to differentiate between these formation scenarios. So they're watching this huge thing get bigger and bigger and create itself, and they don't even really quite know what to call it.
Yeah, what it is. But if our thoughts of the universe are correct, or space is correct, and that it is infinitely, huge,
yeah,
then obviously there's all sorts of things out there that we've never seen or conceived of. And as our ability to see further and further and longer ago goes, we'll see all sorts of new things. I mean, that just happened close to home on the sea bottom, where they've discovered some awful sponge with balloons coming off of it. It's lethal, gorgeous looking thing. But never saw that before either.
Well, I think why I found this unsettling is that, again, we think we're such hot shit. We think we know it all. We think we don't know anything.
We don't know what to quote, what's his name, Donnie Rumsfeld, we don't know what we don't know.
Well, to quote the bumper sticker I quoted yesterday, nature bats last. Yeah. Okay, here's something. I'm just sending this out because I see our time is almost up. But it's a little bit, some of you don't like scatological stuff, but it is. This, too, is from the science section. If you use a smartphone while on the toilet, I'm just saying, if you do, there's actually a study which shows that smartphone users had a 46% increased risk for hemorrhoids. I'm just saying, you're going to get hemorrhoids. But your chances are. The reason being, they think, that people end up sitting there longer when they don't need to be sitting, and they're applying pressure to the rectal tissues, which creates potentially inflamed and swollen tissues and blood vessels in the rectum and anus. Just saying. Here we go. Here's another quote. Regularly lingering on the toilet for 5 minutes or more can harm the pelvic veins and muscles. Did you know that? Just saying.
I did not, but whoever wrote that has never been good and constipated.
Well, yeah, just saying. But that you're supposed to do your business and get the hell out and not sit there.
Okay. Well, that fortunate fellow is very welcome to do that, but other people may not be so lucky.
Well, that's true, too. just saying. All right. Well, I think
Although it does bring to mind what I've heard a toilet training parent of a child say, which is, listen to your body. If it's taking that long, you aren't ready.
That's right.
Get up
and get off.
Walk around, and you can always go back. So I guess they're being taught the proper thing.
That's right. All right, Susan. Thank you very much for spending a Thursday with us. And
you're welcome.
Yeah. And I guess we'll talk to you again next Tuesday. And
apparently.
And it's nice to be back, I just want to say. And thank you all if you've spent any of this hour with us. I'm most appreciative. And have a good weekend.
Until Thursday, but you got your first full hour in.
Happy Memorial Day. Happy Halloween. And daylight friggin' savings time.
Why do they even bother?
I don't know. It's so stupid.
They're just disrupting everybody for no good reason.
Yeah, because the dog doesn't know, and now I'll be awakened an hour early.
And your body's not going to change. You're just going to get up an hour later, and then in 4 months you're going to get up at the regular time again. My body doesn't know when it's supposed to wake up. It just wakes up.
God dang it. All right. Okay, you guys, hang in there. Talk at you again next week.
I liked having a revisit of my birthday. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Bye. Appreciate it. Whoop. Jeez. God. Why don't you hang up? My Lord. I'm trying to get out of here, guys. I am. I'm working it. There you go.
Lynn Cullen Live, Monday through Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and archived at pghcitypaper.com. The opinions expressed on Lynn Cullen Live are those of the host and do not necessarily reflect the viewpoints of Pittsburgh City Paper or its advertisers.